Speed up the outfield after all the rain. Quick enough. First boundary of the contest. Got him straight to win the first wicket at Kensington Oval in T20 internationals for Sakit Mahmood. And Brandon King goes quickly.
Master of all he surveyed. First time he tries to go up and over the top. I think he's leaning back, trying to get that up over extra cover. Comes high up on the bat. Goodness me. He has leathered that.
Out to square leg. Taken at square leg. The blessings are now flowing for Sakit Mahmood. Wicketless in the previous 3 games. He's got the first 2.
And Jacob Bethel, we perhaps haven't seen the best of him in the outfielders yet, but I can guarantee you he is a live wire, and he made this difficult chance look very straightforward indeed.
Nicked it gone. 2 and 2 for Sakit Mahmood. Only 2 wickets in the power play in his first 13 T20 internationals. He's gone 3 in the power play today.
Pushing it across the left-hander. Hetmeyer, new to the crease, just pushes his hands at it. And that is the end of him.
2 straight. And it brings a little bit of a downpour with that boundary. 23 for 3.
It really is good dexterity from Rodman Powell, who's battling his vision in seeing through the rain, and also the pressure England have applied on the West Indies early. That powerful wind and the power of Rodman Powell. 10 off the over so far. Glory. What a way to restart. Back-to-back 6s. He does go short, but Pooran is better to the task. In front of square, that is a top shot. That is so intelligent. There is so much strength mixed and paired with timing when this man is going. He's got him again. Another wicket to leg spin for Rodman Powell. And Rashid straight away into the attack and into the wickets.
Occasion number 3 that Adil Rashid has gotten Rodman Powell. Good judgment from Jamie Overton.
What a way to start your international career. Disappears into the Greenwich and Haynes stands.
Oh, that's awesome. Josh Butler doesn't need the gloves. That is magnificent.
What a grab from Butler. Stuck the left mitt out, and it stuck.
Oh, that's gone. I don't care how hard the wind's blowing, that has gone. Oh, that's out of here, gone on the solar panels. Crisp sound, same result. The midst of the wickets falling, West Indies have continued to play some magnificent shots.
Well, that's dismissed straight down the ground.
It's gone out of the ground.
He's gone again. There's a fielder there, should be comfortably pouched. Mosley with the catch.
Disappeared out of the ground, second ball. And then as he tries to go over extra cover, just gets a little bit too much of the outside half of the bat on it.
Oh, this will be caught very nicely. The captain himself, he's been outstanding in the field. And he's got the very big wicket, the dangerous Nicholas Pooran.
Ball is in the hand. Field is in control of his movement. Satisfied there's no contact between the ground and the ball.
How's that? He's given again.
Have another go.
It's pitching outside off, the impact's in line, and wickets hitting.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you thought that the route would be any differently, you'd be wrong. We chipped down to him and lobbed it up. Good. And it's 6 again. The fielder annoyed with himself down there in the deep. That one spanked. Right past him. Romario Shepherd, that will be his role. He likes to hit them, and it'll be 4 more. That's 16 runs off 3 balls from the Guyanese.
Great placement. It's been an innings filled with excellent placement from Gudakesh Moti, who is dealing in solely boundaries. Excellent. This has been great from these two. It's not so much power, but all about the placement. Great execution in this over. He deserved the wicket for that sequence of deliveries, but Moti's done his job.
Little cutter into the pitch, asking him to hit into that protected leg side field. There's a little bit of wind, not a lot. Yeah, thumbs.
Again, awareness, supreme awareness. Fine leg comes in, easily deposits it in that area. Full and wide, but it's a risk. That is the shorter boundary. This is Romario Shepherd at his best. Field is up, so we'll get away with it. Even though it won't get into the boundary, they'll get 2, which means the West Indies, from a position of 69 for 5, get to 182 for 9. Fierce from Phil Salt, and Powell, who got there, doesn't have enough to withstand the power. That is unbelievable. Didn't get in a great position, but it was just all timing and hands. Just enough. It was such a good over to that point. They'll still take it 8 from it, 28 for none. It's short, it's quick, but Salt loves the extra pace, uses it perfectly. He's really expanded his game through the offside in recent times, Phil Salt. That is a perfect example of it. Yeah, pace-off is an option to him. Bowlers have used it with success in the power play, but again, through the offside with no protection. Class. That is so much class. He's shown you the full range of his stroke play. So good because of the positioning. Deep point, doesn't matter. 52 for none, 24 off the 4th.
What a shot. This has been a phenomenal flying start, an assault of a kind by Phil. That is a shot to bring up a 50 in the most authoritative manner. from Phil Salt. This is an outstanding power play so far by England. 73 without loss, 1 delivery left. He needed this. West Indies needed it. Last delivery of the power play.
A muted Morty, but an important wicket for the West Indies, absolutely necessary.
Down to third. Oh, what a catch! What an absolute ripper from Gudakesh Monkey! He has snatched it out of the air.
Have a look at this, folks. Here and around the boundary, stick the ball. What a grab from Gudakesh Morty.
Fantastic touch. We've seen his power. He's just seasoned his innings with that one, Phil Salt, 84 for 2. Not sure how often we can say brilliant or terrific from what we've seen from Phil Salt, but this has been one of the excellent innings so far.
Oh, bludgeoned straight down the ground, not a man move. That's 4 from the bat of Bethel.
This time gets it to the boundary. Previous time wasn't able to beat that fielder. Again, good awareness and placement from Bethel. Crunch, enough power that even Rutherford, who was there waiting, can't hold on. Into the 90s, Salt. Well, Bethel is enjoying this innings, and he's been very smart in the way he's attacked the left arm spin. Hetmeyer, it falls safely, and a single means that Jacob Bethel gets to his maiden T20 International 50, and what a special place to score it at.
One of the most glorious and brutal T20 International hundreds you will ever have the pleasure of seeing. A third against the West Indies, and Phil Salt has dominated Kensington Oval like no other. That is tremendous. Jacob Bethel showing and flexing his own muscle in his own right. That dominant batting display has brought victory for England in such a comprehensive manner. It could be deflating in this first T20 International of this 5-match series. All smiles, and beautiful smiles they are, from Phil Salt and Jacob Bethel. 1-0 up, and a win here by 8 wickets, and it seems more given the stroke play we've seen.
Oh, it's been a brilliant night.
No one there. 4 runs, but an inadvertent shot to bring up the first boundary. Bounce and a little bit of movement. High. This is a chance. Livingston underneath it and takes it safely. It spent a long time up there, and his love affair recently acquired with Kensington Oval, Shakib Mahmood, strikes again.
Not had a chance to have a look at the way the ball is coming off the surface. It just nipped away from him a little bit, just a little.
Lewis gets that away for another boundary. He does go off stump, he does get bounced, it's hit something. England have their man. Evan Lewis flexed his forearm a little bit, but now he's off.
not that short. Evan Lewis just looking to play defensively. Nips away from him. Yeah, a little bit of glove, maybe a thumb on the way through.
Pass. First slip. And he's a big man at first slip. Overton, he's a giant, and even he couldn't climb the ladder to get there. That will be enjoyed by those West Indian fans around this ground off the bat of Ruston Chase. That's gone through again. This time it might, I'm not sure if he got a bad bounce there, Sam Curran, but he was driven on the up with a little bit of away movement. Straight, 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 very good adjustment, very straight.
Because ball tracking, original decision out. Pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets, umpire's call. Can you go back on field to Dighton? Dighton, you can stay with your original out decision. You are on screen, make your signal.
They just have gotten into the boundary. They'll take them any way they can get, the West Indies. Hello to Carlos Brathwaite.
England still on the hunt for more wickets. Bigger boundary that side, but it doesn't matter to Rodman Powell. Got him. Done all ends up. That is a huge wicket.
He enjoyed this. Beautiful seam, a little bit of grip. As you said, done him like a kipper. Look at the elation on his face.
Lofted. It's big, high, handsome, up over the roof and gone. 6 runs. Oh! Is it in line?
Livingston really likes it. And Salt isn't saying no.
Joss is having a laugh. Will he go up?
Impact in line. Wickets hitting. I'm going to ask you to go back on field to Greg. Greg, I'm going to ask you to overturn your not out decision to out. You are on the screen. Make your signal.
Oh, you're kidding me. That will help. Absolutely. He'll take them any way they can come at this stage. A little bit of a cheeky smile from Romario Shepherd. He's trying to score on that. Into the wind, should drop safely for a boundary. It's a 6 in fact.
Just got there. Only just got there. Was wide enough of mid-off.
The art to delivery. Yeah, that's a gorgeous shot. Beautiful. They will run away for 4. A very good over for them. 16 from it. 100 out for the Windies. They're 101 for 5.
Picked his areas well.
Oh, he's got him. Just as you said it. He's absolutely delighted, Dan Mosley. And it's that of the West Indies captain.
There it is again. 2 fingers behind the ball. It's just a full pace on delivery. He gets that Yorker in there with unerring accuracy.
And it's 4 for Moti. He's not backward in coming forward. Gudakesh.
Just over that short third fielder, so we'll get into the boundary. Goes through him. The plan, though, was right. Wide of off stump with deep point, deep cover long off. But misfield and runs for the West Indies and his captain Butler. Ouch. Really hope he's okay there. Just can see evidence of how wet conditions are. There's been a lot of diving. Came across his stumps and made an adjustment, Moti, but has got no real power onto it. Another good catch completed. And Rashid again has a wicket in the Caribbean.
Yeah. So I have no problem with this, and it's actually work. Googly, googly, googly. He likes to hit leg side. Make him hit against the spin.
Goes straight Yorker, but it's been timed supremely by Romario Shepherd. His batting has improved year by year. Good from Ford. Enough power on it that even though it was stopped momentarily, fielder wasn't able to keep it from going into the boundary. Goes wide, but great innovation from Matthew Ford still to score. Another big over for the West Indies, 17 from it, 1-4-3 for 7. Tries the Yorker, misses, but will have a wicket, and it's reward for what has been a brilliant spell of pace and execution.
Missed his length by some distance, but Shepherd couldn't middle it, even if it's a short side and there's no wind to speak of.
That was accurate from Matthew Ford to get it wide of the man at long off. This has been such an impactful 5 deliveries. Again fired in. Ford is another one who you speak about accuracy with the Yorker, not as much pace, but today he was accurate with bat in hand. Very critical 13 runs to get the West Indies to 158. They'll reflect on maybe the top order doing a bit better, but yet again their bowlers and all-rounders pull them through. They can't stop him. They've got him first ball. The brilliance of Akil Hussain, who is a power play specialist.
It's a wild shot first ball, it has to be said. No idea as to whether or not the ball is going to continue to spin.
Strength through the offside, Will Jacks. He really is such a gorgeous player to watch when he gets going. Stunning. Offside again. Couple of boundaries in the over. 11 for 1. Three boundaries now for Will Jacks. All three have come in the offside, something the West Indies have been able to contain to this point. Just getting past extra cover, pressure released. Will be 4 more, so what has started as an exceptional over now has turned into a good one for England.
Yeah, there's the danger. There's the danger ball for Josh Butler.
To play shots like this, terrific with a long on and play. He goes straight down the ground. He is straight, but Jack's even better. Moti's not down there tonight. Even on the slow outfield, Moti chased it, and it did look as though it was going to plug, but no fall. Top shot, reminiscent of Josh Butler at his absolute best. He's one of the best scoopers of the ball in the world. As soon as you have that short, fine leg, he will revert or go to it. Gives up the chase.
Didn't get hold of that, but it will land safely. And it will go all the way. 4 runs down the ground. Well, this one, more meaningful, more intent. And long up onto the roof of a long on. Oh, the English are loving this. enjoying it to the maximum.
That's where he was sizing up Jos Buttler, the captain's back. His fourth half century versus the West Indies, his 25th overall.
That's a gorgeous shot. The sound of the bat alone, straight along the ground to the party stand end, they'll enjoy it. Wowee! It's awesome. Jos Buttler is back, baby. Blistering. Absolutely blistering down the ground. Jos Buttler, he's on fire here in Bridgetown. Yeah, he's seeing it big now. Huge. Teeing off. Oh, he wanted to take cover there, Austin Chase. 18 from the over. 12 gone, 127 for 1.
And try to dismiss like they've done there. Shepherd back into the attack, well safely held in the end.
A little bit straight on this occasion from Shepherd. Belted down the ground as flat as they come. Ford not quite set, a little bit of a bubble.
He could have him, Shepherd. He does have him. 2 wickets in the over, and this could bring the West Indies back into the game.
Once again, pace off, wide. And on this occasion, Punk.
Crunching shot. We saw him with this offside play during his 100 in Antigua when the West Indies tried to go full and wide. That was glorious. Square up this time, but same result. From Liam Livingstone, 4 more required for a 2-0 lead in a 5-match series. Two-0 it is. Another bold and audacious strike from Liam Livingstone sends it over the line, takes England over the line. Another comprehensive win by 7 wickets here at Kensington Oval. It wasn't Salt this time, it was Buttler, the captain's back to something approaching his best form, building on what the bowlers did with a magnificent performance.
He could be gone. Shea Hope thought it was a comfortable single, and again highlights the brilliance of Bethel in the field.
Thank you, I'm satisfied. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Yeah, we had to check, but Shea Hope knew.
Gone short, Pooran has taken him on, and that is supposed to be into the wind as well. Statement, 11 for 1. This one could carry though. It does carry. They've set up Lewis again with back of length bowling.
Mahmood has been much fuller during the course of this series. I mean, it's a ball that you might punch through the offside off the back foot. It was that full.
3 down in the power play. Build up of pressure from Archer has and gets Pooran.
And this, for West Indies to lose their third, you'll have you using sandpaper on the top of your head. I mean,
very classy, very effective from Austin Chase. Uses the away swinger and has Chase caught at slip. England are all the way on top of the West Indies and dominating.
and Chase here, I think, was expecting something shorter because he just gets his weight back here on the drive. The head goes nowhere near towards the ball. It just shapes away from him.
Was uppish, but good timing from the captain. He's underway.
Well, this is struck with authority. Into the off, sails over the boundary. Captain Powell to the rescue, perhaps. Well, this is uppish. And this is soft as they come. Another one for Saqib Mahmood. And the West Indies falling apart here.
He got the height right, he got the line right. See Shimron Hetmyer on his toes trying to fetch it from outside off stump. It's not a great display of batting by this top order at all.
Smokes down the ground from Romario Shepherd. Oh, it's huge. Such a simple bat swing. And takes on the long side. It just gets over the head of Jacob Bethel. Bethel just made a couple of paces towards the ball, thinking that it wasn't going to make it. Oh, that's glorious. Absolutely glorious. Look at it now. On the up, crashed through extra cover. But I repeat, you're 5 down.
You know the quality of this wicket as well. It's your home conditions.
Pick the floor delivery. He has really nailed that, Rodman Powell. It's the first T20 international 50 in 14 innings. That slower delivery got dipped and is completely outfoxed Romario Shepherd. He has reviewed it though.
Ball tracking coming up. Original decision is out. Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting. Thank you. Can you take me back to Leslie on field? Leslie, I'll have you stay with your original decision of out. You're on screen. Make the signal.
Into the pitch, back of length again from Overton. This has been a great sequence of deliveries across the series.
Hard length is what you call it, and you get a response from the surface here in St. Lucia. Not enough distance, and another important wicket for Overton and for England.
Pace on this time, catching the bottom of the bat.
It's a valuable shot from Alzari Joseph. Yep, the umpire doesn't need to signal, he has. Top shot. Top shot to end the 19th over, 135 for 8. Misses his target by some distance. Not Alzari though, just manages to get it to dribble into the ropes on the damp outfield. Four to start the over, 4 to end the over. And the West Indies finish at 145 for 8.
Great use of the crease, and again that offside where Jacks is so fluent. He's got him again, this time with the drifter. He is a master with the new ball in hand, Akil Hussain.
Like the orthodox delivery that just didn't spin, just went on after it hit the pitch, hit the shiny side.
Missed his length. May have been attempted pace off, it was, but completely missed his length, and a good way for England to end the over, 22 for 1.
Couldn't get there. Just before that ball was bowled, Nicholas Puran looked at Powell and the guys in the offside and said, look for a catch there. Almost came to pass. Did it grip? Hit the gap nicely. This time, surely this time. Yes, he does. Similar technique, but he holds on to it this time. And Akil Hussain outstanding.
Akil Hussain rewarded for persistence. Butler forcing it. Paul settling and poaching.
There he goes. Guides it nicely, guides it magnificently, well controlled. Very good from Alzari Joseph. A little nibble and a fine enough edge. On return to the West Indies team, he prizes out an early one.
Adjustment in length for Alzari. Just moves straightening and carrying on with the angle, a feather of a nick, and in true Alzari Joseph fashion.
Nice touch. You get value for good shots here in St. Lucia if you can play them and use the pace and bounce. It's flown past point very, very quickly.
Oh, he's taken the captain with a screamer. The wicket was necessary, required, called for.
Jacks gave himself plenty of room. He found the middle of the bat. He just didn't find the gap. Rodman Power was in nice and tight there at extra cover.
Wow. Absolutely hammered. Well, it was 29 balls since the last boundary, but that's a big six. Delighting the crowd here at the Darren Sammy. Oh, opportunity straight up. Puran's there with the glove. He's put it down. He's put it down. He won't be able to believe that. And they get a reprieve here, England. Well, the West Indies can't believe it.
That likely was another drop. The reaction of Puran and Moti says it all. Had a slip, so it's really good judgment from Shea Hope, even after falling, that he's still able to complete the catch. And finally, Terence Hines had his first T20 international wicket.
Wide of ball stump, pace on this time. And a flash from Curran, a slip from Hope. But finally, a wicket for Terence Hines.
Clears Hetmeyer even without the win tonight. The ability of Dan Mosley, he's got talent. 1-2-2 for 5.
Taken this time by the same man, Hetmeyer, who missed the opportunity earlier.
Indies were getting best value out of him despite his brilliance in the power play. Whether or not he could be a wicket taker for them in the middle and in the main part of the run chase.
Ouch. That'll hurt. Try to go Yorker. He's crunched that to the raised arms of one or two English fans, exactly where it traveled into the grass banks. He's been so good on this tour, Liam Livingston, first in the ODIs, now here in the T20s to finish off the contest. 1 for 1 for 6.
gone. But is it too little too late? They finally hang on to one off Liam Livingston. Of course, it's Akil Hussain who's been a model of excellence today.
He's used the pitch very well, Akil Hussain. It's not a pitch that has spun a lot.
Rayan Ahmed goes over the top. One bounce for. And series wins that have been few and far between for England. And the captaincy of Josh Butler have picked up an excellent win here against the West Indies. It's not been a happy hunting ground for them by any stretch in the last couple of years. But they have finished this one off emphatically. For the West Indies, it's time for a bit of deep thought and reflection as to where they go from here in the last two matches here in St. Lucia.
Hasn't taken him long, Phil Salt, to get the first boundary of this contest. High, and that says, come fetch me back, just about a foot or two short of the ropes.
Oh dear, that would not been part of the playbook. Short and wide, a rare error from Akil Hussain.
He got that straighter, and Salt has muscled this. He was off to a blistering start in the first game and got 100. And he's off to a flyer again. It's an expensive over. A 6 from Salt and now a 6 from Jacks to end it 18 off at 33 without loss. But to be able to understand your brand and to play shots like these, how important the power play is something you will also need to find out. And you don't need to find out too much of that from Salt.
Will Jacks is on it today. He really looks good to start. Determination. England are off to a flyer. Carlos Brathwaite. Joseph on that hard length. It finally works and pays off for him.
Into the wicket again, giving himself some room, Will Jacks, but too quick. Hurried him.
Mid-off up. Good awareness from Phil Salt, who hits another maximum. Even after the power play, the onslaught continues. Phil Salt not messing around, England. In the slot, in the gap area though, so it doesn't matter. Phil Salt, he really looks good in these first 6.2 overs. Wow. That tells you all you need to know about the touch, the timing, and the form Phil Salt has been in this series. 4 more. Fitting way to bring up a third 50 in the Caribbean to go with 300s and over 700 runs in this part of the world. Who can stop this man?
Unbelievable. Lofted into the offside for 4 more. Hemorrhaging runs here, the West Indies. He's given it. Wonder if he'll review it. Doesn't seem to know.
Wide of the crease, just spearing it down the leg side. Phil Salt must have just got a little touch on it. Nicholas Poran has got his catching hands back.
Wow! Sound off the bat. 6 as soon as it left the bat.
And the power, the skill. 6 more. 6 more from the second it left the bat. Little bit of fade on it off the blade. Or maybe not. Butler's gone. Moti picks him up. The England skipper went to the well of the reverse sweep once too often, and it has cost him his wicket.
Mightily unlucky. Absolutely straight down the throat of Roston Chase. He won't drop it.
Finds a gap. Does Bethel. Outfield has quickened up a bit. Just enough to get it to go to the third man boundary for 4. Delicately done. Bethel enjoying the pace on from Chase. Well, that's hit straight and hit very hard. 4 more. And he can use the pace or he can put plenty on himself. Oh, hammered. Hammered indeed. That's out of here. Fabulous way to bring up the 150 for England. Is that going to go all the way? It won't. One-handed from Livingston, two-handed from Hetmeyer.
Well, there will be no clipping up of this wicket from Moti, but it's something in the right-hand column. A catch for Hetmeyer.
Oh, quite deliberate. That's fantastic. McCoy was posted at a sort of wide second slip. And Bethel sneaks it between him and the keeper for 4.
He's hit into that side of the ground so well, whether it's leg side or offside. Showing his true colours, Jacob Bethel. Very skilled approach in this series. Short again. 6 again. Wow. 3 back-to-back sixes to bring up another half-century for Jacob Bethel. He is some talent. Born in these shores, he's taken his game further in England and is now winning them games. Went pace off again, but maybe just missed his length. Bethel has been brilliant. 194 for 4. Really well hit. To hit a delivery of that length down the ground for 6, impressive. We'll look for 2, bit of miscommunication, but good to see that they're still going for each and every run, understanding the importance.
Good throw, good bounce throw to Puran.
There was a field on that deep leg side boundary, but Lewis has nailed this one and got enough on it. Gorgeous. Best of them all. Just a shorthand jab. This is the quality of Shea Hope. Smart option, very smart option. 25 from the third over. The West Indies are underway, 30 for none. Bethel is one of the most athletic fielders in the series. If he can't get there, no one can. How has he got the ball to the boundary like that, Shea Hope?
Sublime timing.
More work for the sweeper, but only to retrieve it. What a glorious shot. 3 from 16. That is terrific. To generate that power over that side of the ground is always impressive. Terrific. Great power and quick hands. Marginally short. 6 of them. Shea Hope has moved to 48 off 21. That will mean that Shea Hope goes to a half century. His 5th in T20 internationals, his 3rd this year, 2024. He's latched onto it. Evan Lewis has started to join Shea Hope in the 6th hitting contest. More runs. It will bring up the 100 for the West Indies. This crowd is going crazy. In just 7.5 overs. Just enough for a 3rd 6 in the over. More runs. And a half century for Evan Lewis, his 1st of this series. His 12th overall. Yes, he gets the high applause and adulation of the coaching staff.
Well, he's teeing off now. The fielder there couldn't stop it. Mosley again doing a lot of work in the deep to no avail this time. Well, there were fielders all around the onside on the boundary, so downtown this time. Off the bat of Evan Lewis. 6 of them. It's going to fall safely. And it's gone all the way 6 more. 91 runs in the last 30 balls of this encounter. Well, this is high. Couple of fielders there and taken.
And I wonder if it was the googly again. It looked like it was the googly again. Hitting off center of the bat. That's what you're looking for. Taking the outer half of the bat.
He's got to get back here. What a run out. An inauspicious one.
He was run out with Evan Lewis in the previous game. Good work by Rehan Ahmed to collect that and break the stumps.
That's the 3rd one. That is 3 wickets on the trot here for England. And Nicholas Pooran can't believe it.
Another googly. Hasn't spun a lot.
Oh, it's a beautiful shot. Gorgeous cover drive all the way for 4 from the captain. His intent is clear, Rothman Powell. This is the brand of cricket the West Indies play. It's going to be boundary hitting. It's going to be playing the situation. 6 off the 1st ball. And just tickle. Classy from the captain.
That is brilliant. Top class from Rodman Powell with mid-off up in the circle. Captain is playing a real captain's knock and has been in this series. 1-7-2 for 3. This will take serious catching. That is magnificent from Liam Livingston in the circle.
A wicket for the field. Tempting at Meyer. He went high, but not long enough.
Rutherford now has taken on that fielder, and this time barely clears that boundary.
Oh, that's out. surely. Yes, got him. England chipping away still.
Original decision is out. Pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets hitting.
Enough muscle. Shubin Rutherford has his ball striking best. That will be the end of the match. Back-to-back sixes off the bat of the powerful and muscular Shubin Rutherford. The West Indies executing the brand of cricket that is taught about playing gives them the highest successful run chase at this venue in T20 internationals.
Well, that was quite some big hitting yesterday to give the West Indies their first win in this T20 International Series. And we're back here in St. Lucia again today for the 5th and final game in the series. That's how it's gone down. The West Indies were emerged victorious in the ODI series and are now trailing 1-3 in the T20Is. Our 5th and last game today, right here at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground.
Yeah, there's that length that has given him trouble, Evan Lewis. He's played the pull shot to not much success in this series. First boundary.
And again, it's too high for Overton, it's too high for pretty much everybody. Pull shot for Evan Lewis is productive when that ball is at his right hip. Not so much when it gets wide of off stump. That's where he's caused himself a problem. It doesn't appear that the West Indies are going to change their approach.
He was so fluid through extra cover last night, Shea Hope. He's picked up right where he's left off.
Again, evidence that this is a magnificent surface.
This time against that hard length, Lewis takes it on successfully.
Well, it's not without its risk. But again, true surface, true bounce. Line just slightly straighter at Lewis.
Fine leg was in the circle. But there is that shorter length that has sometimes caused Shea Hope some difficulty. Archer can only see the funny side of it.
Well, Shea Hope was beautifully in control of his body and his movements against England's attack last night. The extra pace of Archer.
Just enough to get it over that mid-on fielder. It's been a testy start for Lewis, but he's coming in, growing in confidence.
High up on the bat. But again, the strength of the man, the commitment to trying to hit this ball as hard as he can. Many got away with it.
So dismissive, authoritative. Shea Hope again with 4 more.
Well, the reason that Turner is scratching his head is because they just pushed the mid-on back to long on for Shea Hope for this type of shot exactly. But Hope was good enough to get it to the right of long on. So the planning was there from Turner and Just Butler. There's the long on coming into play because they recognize it's a strong area if he hits it well that side.
Well, this sounded unbelievable. He loves to hit those sixes flat, Evan Lewis. And there's another one.
He is not holding back on deliveries that are short of a length today. He's gotten himself in problems 1 or 2 instances in this series, but he is prepared to go at it with full commitment, even with a deep mid-wicket out there.
Not sure what they changed, but it's the same result. Another boundary, 16 of the first 5 of the over.
He changed the length. He went fuller instead of going into the pitch again. Much fuller. Not half volley. And to his astonishment, Lewis has hit it pretty well. Here's Colin. He's about quarter as quick as he was 10 years ago, but he still gets there.
Certainly doesn't lack the enthusiasm. Still got that in bucket loads. Yeah, no one likes to see this. The good news for us, of course, is that the wind is up. So we hope that whatever passing shower this is will pass by very quickly.
The rains have persisted throughout the evening. After 5 overs, the West Indies had moved to 44 without loss. And once the rains came in, it hasn't stopped. As diligent as the ground staff have been, Ken Crafton, head groundsman on the right, he could not halt the inclement weather, and therefore the umpires have officially called off the game, which means the end of a series and a 3-1 margin for Jos Buttler's England. Once Buttler won the toss once again today, he put the West Indies into bat, and the West Indies, courtesy Lewis on this occasion, got off to another little flyer. 29 from 20, Hope 14 from 10, 44 for none after 5 overs. Archer was back into the team for today's game after missing the last one. Overton bowled an over, didn't bowl any in the previous game, but no wickets for either of them, with Turner being expensive. The series that will be remembered as a chasing series. Win the toss, win the game, comes to an end with a no result. West Indies winning the ODIs by 2-1, and then England once again, as we said a moment ago, winning the T20 series 3-1.